Hey everyone, Sam here from Silly Stories for Kids. Guess what? Here's another story made up on the spot just for you. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's go. This is another special episode for one of the winners of our recent competition. We were so excited to see all your incredible entries. Thank you so much for sharing your creativity. Now, we better get into the story. Hey Sam, can I be in this one? Okay, I guess so. Okay, let's go. One day, 6 little girls named Zoe, Emily, Awen, Jessie, Maple, and Naomi were all going to have a sleepover. Now, they were all over at Zoe's house and they were very much looking forward to this. They'd arrived with their pillows and their sleeping bags and they were starting to set up all the different things in Zoe's room. As they laid out their beds and unpacked their sleeping bags, it started to look like a lot of fun. "All right," said Emily, "what are we going to do now?" "Well," said Zoe, "I thought we could play a couple of games." "That sounds like fun," said Awen. "Oh yeah," said Jessie. "What games do you want to play?" Well, I think we should play a very different game." Who said that?" said Maple. It was nobody," said a voice. "Oh dear, who's that talking over there?" They all started looking around the room to try and see who it was, but they couldn't see anyone. "Oh, well, as I was saying," said Zoe, "I think we should definitely play this game," said the voice again. "Who keeps saying that?" said Naomi. All of a sudden, one of the girls' sleeping bags started to stand up. "Whoa," said Emily, my sleeping bag." "Whoa, yellow." "Hang on a second," said Zoe. "I think I know that voice." "Pim Pim," she said. No Pim Pim in here," said Pim Pim. "Yes, there is," said Zoe. "I can hear you." Pim Pim threw the sleeping bag on the ground and jumped out. "Well, yes, it is me, the Pim Pim. You are correct, and you are very, very lucky because tonight's sleepover is going to end up being lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fun," said Pim Pim. "Well, it was already going to be a lot of fun," said Zoe. "Yes, I know, but now it will be super duper fun. Okay, everybody hop into your sleeping bags." "Oh dear," said Emily. "Is this safe?" "Well," said Awen, "I don't think anything with Pim Pim is ever completely safe, but it's always pretty fun." So the girls all jumped in their sleeping bags and Pim Pim stood on the side. "Okay, now that everybody is in the sleeping bags, I need to do something very important." What's that?" said Maple. Pim Pim went around and pulled the string at the top of everyone's sleeping bag so that they were trapped inside. "Pim Pim," said Naomi, we can't move." "I know, that is half the point, and then the other half of the point is..." Pim Pim pushed them over one by one. As they landed on the ground, they realised something very strange was happening. Does anybody else feel a little bit tingly?" I do," said Emily. "Something feels very, very strange." As they continued to feel the tingliness inside, Pim Pim started to laugh. Then he grabbed them by the bottoms of their sleeping bags and he started to tie them to things on the roof. "Pim Pim, what are you doing?" "Well, you need to hang upside down for the special transformation." "What special transformation?" said Awen. "I don't know what you're doing. Can I get out of my sleeping bag yet?" said Jessie. "Not quite yet, but trust me, this is going to be lots and lots of fun." "Oh dear," said Zoe. "What is happening?" As the tingling continued and the girls were hanging upside down, all of a sudden Pim Pim said, "Okay, it is time." "Time for what?" said Naomi. Pim Pim walked over and started to undo the sleeping bags one by one as the girls fell out of their sleeping bags. Zoe," said Awen. Yes, you have wings. So do you." The girls looked around and they realised that they all had beautiful butterfly wings. "Yes, you needed to be in the sleeping bag cocoons to get your special butterfly wings." "Wow," they said. Do they work?" As the girls looked at each other, they stretched their wings. Maple started to flap hers gently, and as she did, she lifted off the ground. "Whoa, they do work." "Of course they work. Hang on, let me get my ones." Are you getting some as well?" said Emily. "Yes, well, I can't come on the butterfly adventure if I do not have butterfly wings." Pim Pim jumped inside one of the sleeping bags and did it up as tight as he could. Then he spun around in circles a few times until he was standing on his head. "Pim Pim, what are you doing?" "Well, all the cocoons have to be upside down to be able to grow their butterfly wings." As he shook around in the sleeping bag, he eventually jumped back out and sure enough, he had some beautiful purple butterfly wings. Whoa, Pim Pim, look at your wings. I know. Okay, so is everybody ready for the butterfly adventure? The girls all called yes. So, Pim Pim lifted off into the ground. He flew from Zoe's bedroom into the lounge room where Zoe's parents were sitting. Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Zoe's mom and dad. I need to take the girls for a very special adventure. Okay, so we all have our butterfly wings. Okay, girls, show them the butterfly wings, said Pim Pim. And the girls flew into the room, waving their butterfly wings in the sky. Wow, said Zoe's mum. That's incredible. Yes, it is very incredible, but even more incredible is, can we go on a little adventure, please? Said Pim Pim. Well, said Zoe's mum, sure. So, all the girls flew through the lounge room and out the back door and up into the sky. As they were flying through the air, it looked amazing. There were 6 girls and a Pim Pim with beautiful butterfly wings zooming through the sky. As they flew, something strange began to happen as well. Pim Pim, said Zoe. Yes, said Zoe. Why are our wings glittering? Well, they are glittering for a very important purpose because I have actually sprinkled them with a very important kind of special dust. What does the special dust do? Said Awen. Well, said Pim Pim, that special dust does all kinds of different things depending on what we sprinkle it on. Okay, Maple, Naomi. Okay, where's Naomi? Naomi zoomed up to the front. Okay, let me check your wings. Pim Pim dipped his finger in her wings. Oh, that tickles, said Naomi. Oh yes, you have the right one. Okay, we go over here. They zoomed over towards the side until they were flying directly over the top of a bus. Okay, Naomi, when I say go, you need to shake your wings as hard as you can. Okay, said Naomi. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go, yelled Pim Pim. As he yelled go, Naomi started to shake her wings, and the dust from her wings started to fall down towards the bus. As it hit the top of the bus, something very strange began to happen. The bus began to lift up into the air. It began to float in the sky. Whoa, said the girls as they moved out of the way of the floating bus. It came higher and higher. The bus driver was very confused as he started lifting into the air. What's going on here? He said as he looked out the window. Hello, Mr. Bus Driver, said Pim Pim. I have come to lift you. Pim Pim? Is this you? Oh, no Pim Pim here, said Pim Pim. Okay, girls, we gotta get out of here quickly. Okay, come with me. But what about the bus? Said Emily. We better guide it back to where it is meant to be. Okay, everybody get to the sides of the buses. So the girls lined up on either side of the bus. Okay, and wherever we push it, the bus will go. Okay, we need to go this way, said Pim Pim. And so the girls all pushed to the side and the bus turned slightly. Okay, now this way, said Pim Pim. They were kind of turning over the top of the streets on the ground whilst being in the air. They zoomed around and the girls pushed it from side to side until they could see a bus stop. Okay, we need to get it back down to the ground, okay? Okay, everybody on top of the bus and push! They all climbed on top of the bus and waved their wings and pushed it back down to the ground. It stopped perfectly at the bus stop. Hooray, said Pim Pim. Hooray, said the girls. That was fun. Okay, let's go try some of the other special dust in the other special wings. Okay, they said. Bye, Mr. Bus Driver, said the girls as they butterfly flew off into the air. Bye, girls, and Pim Pim, no more tricks. I cannot make any promises. I like doing the tricks, he said, as they flew off into the distance. The girls giggled as they flew. Okay, girls, we need to do one more very special thing. What is it? Said Zoe. Well, see over there, said Pim Pim. The girls all looked, and they could see there was a big traffic jam with lots of cars that were all stuck together. Okay, we're going to use the floaty dust so that all the cars can lift up into the air and be able to fly home nice and quickly, okay? Okay, said the girls, but we need to work together because we need to do it a little bit differently. Okay, so Naomi, you have the dust that will make the cars float. Yes, I do, she said. Okay, but once they're floating, we need to control them. So Maple and Jessie, yes, they said, you need to float and sprinkle the sprinkly dust at the back of the cars. What does ours do? They said. Yours is the one that makes it do rocket power and move forward. Okay, they said. Okay, Ewan and Emily, yes, they said. You need to put the other special dust on the bonnet. What's this one going to do? It is going to help them get to their homes. If the people look through it, they will see the direction of their house and be able to guide their car directly straight home. Okay, they said. And Zoe, you have a very, very important job. What's my job? Said Zoe. You need to sprinkle your dust all over the tires of all of the cars. Why is that? Said Zoe. Because
The tires need to get heavier and heavier the closer they get to home so that the cars can land in the exact right locations, okay?
Okay, said all the girls.
Okay, everybody, let's do this, said Pim Pim.
So, as they flew over towards the traffic jam, the girls began to sprinkle their sparkly dust. Naomi sprinkled hers over all the cars and they began to lift into the air. Then Jessie and Maple started to sprinkle theirs at the back of the cars and little rockets began to blast the cars forward. Then Awen and Emily sprinkled theirs on the bonnets and the people could start to see the direction to go home. Then Zoe zoomed along every single car, sprinkling a little bit of dust on each tyre.
What is going on? Said the people in the cars. Hey, I can see my house. Hey, let's go that way.
The cars all started zooming off in different directions.
I'm going to be home the earliest I've ever been. Oh, it's going to be so good to see my kids so early. I'm really looking forward to getting home too.
The people in the car were so grateful.
Thank you so much, Butterfly Girls. Thank you, they yelled.
The girls all waved and smiled as the cars zoomed off in all their different directions.
Okay, said Pim Pim, we better get home as well, and I need to sprinkle some of my special dust on you to make it easier.
What does your dust do? They said.
Don't worry, it is very, very fun.
Pim Pim zoomed over the top of all the girls and sprinkled his dust all over their fairy wings. My wings are starting to tingle, said Naomi.
Me too, said Awen.
Yeah, me too, said Emily. As their wings started to tingle, all of a sudden the girls couldn't control the speed of their flying anymore.
Wow,
They were zooming in all different directions at astronomical speeds.
Okay, follow me, said Pim Pim.
The girls and Pim Pim zoomed through the sky on all different sparkly angles. They were laughing and smiling and flying through the air as they zoomed all the way back to Zoe's house and straight in to the lounge room. As they flew back through the door and towards Zoe's room, Zoe's mum called out, "Hey girls, did you have fun? What did you get up to?" she said. "Well," said Zoe, "I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you." And that is the end of the story.